welcome back to the Talkman Radio Show Live. And everything, it's all new. It's brand new now. Actually, it's the same old shit, but it's New Year. Happy New Year. So this week, gotta do this. It's in the contract. I don't have a contract. 12-ounce sports. Gotta love 12-ounce sports. That's why we're here. Because they said, get over here. Get over here. Get on this stream and start yapping up. So I said, okay. And we love 12-ounce sports. And don't forget 12ouncesportsradio.com. You can find 12-ounce sports on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And Talkman Radio you can find on YouTube, Parler, and Facebook. And we'll see where we're going with that. I've been saying that for months. But now the New Year's here, we're probably going to move things around. Like I said about the show, we are changing things. Look, I got a little box now I'm in. I'm in this little box right here. Strike a pose. And now we're gonna update this, make it better. I got an idea with this. We might play around with it, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, that's what's going on there. I am gonna update. I haven't updated anything on YouTube over the last few weeks with my dad and all, so we haven't done that. But this weekend, I'm probably gonna update all my stuff. So there's gonna be some Talkman Radio YouTube videos coming out. Basically, just Love is Nice, tribute to my dad, and New Year's, and I think I did Christmas. So I'll probably put those little things out there, and we'll get back into the fantasy football aspect. Fantasy football's over, and we're going to discuss how it went, and if you took any of my advice, did it work out for you? We're going to go over that a little bit this week, but since the playoffs are going to start, we're going to go over it a little more in the coming weeks, and then do our year-end wrap-up of, the grading, how we did, what we did well, what we didn't do well. If we're still making the same stupid mistakes, I think I fixed one of them, but we'll see. Other mistakes pop up. Very rarely do you get it all right, and we didn't get it all right this year. We did okay, but we'll talk about that in the upcoming shows while we're waiting for the Super Bowl. So the rundown real quick. Do a quick Happy New Year for you. We're going to do some league reviews. I was in 4 leagues, and I'll tell you how they worked out and get you pumped for what's coming over the next few weeks. And that's going to be the overall fantasy football review of the season, going over the draft board that we had. And if you remember that from back in August, I think I made it in August. I did the shows on them in, it had to be in August. The game started in September. So we'll do that. That's coming up tonight. And then NFL preview, of course. We're going to preview the playoffs, what kind of scenarios they got. There's a million of them. And I'll go through the main ones. There's one, if this guy does 18 things happen, this team might make it. We're not worried about that too much. We'll go over the major ones. And then, of course, Love is Nice at the end, and that's going to wrap it. So that's the start. But just want to take a moment to tell you about 12-ounce sports. Now that the action is officially back on, 12-ounce sports is your home for the best live talk shows covering all aspects of the sporting world and live game day broadcasts. With Zingo TV adding 12-ounce sports to their long list of channels, you can now catch my show and all the others on Zingo TV, channel 761. All you got to do is download Zingo TV and use the promo code 12ounce, that's 120Z, when signing up. It's that simple. Be sure to check out our latest blogs and podcasts as well on 12ouncesportsradio.com. I've already mentioned that. Also on 12ouncesportsradio.com, you can check out the t-shirts and the merch. We got the merch, yo. I got some things for Christmas. Everybody had a little area of 12-ounce sports stuff that we gave out, and sent my dad off with one. He got the big bulky one. So 12-ounce sports representing in the afterlife, and what else? And don't forget to donate if you want. If you're still, things are still working out for you. I know A lot of shit happened this year, and a lot of people are still going through that shit. But you gotta hope that things are getting better, and you can't just sit around and wait for things to get better. You gotta go out and make them better yourself. That's at least part of it. Don't rely on the government doing anything for you. And that's it. That's the start of the show. So first off, Happy New Year! I'm so glad anybody and everyone who watches this show. I'm sure there's a few people out there, maybe, that come and get some fantasy insight here. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. 12 Ounce Sports appreciates that. I'm just a little part of the 12 Ounce Sports whole. And if you come and you watch and you get any information out of this, you like any parts of the show, if you watch my channel, my YouTube channel for the clips that I put up, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We're going to keep going this year. Into next year, and during the off season, we kind of broaden out the scope of the show because there's no fantasy football week 40, so we have to make things up on the fly for the off season. So we're going to do that after the Super Bowl, and then once we start getting into the draft and things like that, then we'll jump back into more of the fantasy football aspect of the NFL. But overall, the year was pretty shitty. Some of the things going back over the year, at the beginning of the year, everything was great. Everybody was happy. People were doing stuff, and then we got hit with the Mexican beer plague from Mexico, from China, really, but it's named after a Mexican beer. And then they came, and then the scumbags in charge of certain areas said, you know what, we're just going to put everybody out of business. That wasn't good. A lot of people, a lot of businesses closed down. The ice cream place around the corner for me closed down. I tried to keep them open. I went there and got my ice cream from them, but it wasn't enough. And then Murder Hornets came. Remember them? Remember those guys? The Murder Hornets came. That was fun. Haven't seen them yet, but they're out on the West Coast. I think I saw something on them a couple weeks ago. Oh, we found a nest and we killed it. It's probably like 50 million nests. So, yeah, Murder Hornets. Meth Gators. Remember the Meth Gators? Don't shove your meth down the toilet. It's making Meth Gators. What? That was like the summertime. And then, what else? We yapping about the communists. We talked about them a little bit. You guys are running something like my state. My state's a dump because of that. Can't do anything. What else? And then the season started. And we had, you never know when you got pop-up buys. Remember pop-up buy weeks? They started that, but then they realized they couldn't do that. We can't do that all the time. We can't have a 47-week season. It can only go this long, so then they cut that out and just started dropping guys. Oh, well, these guys are, they're not playing this week. Hey, I need that guy. Nah, it's not playing this week. You don't even get a quarterback. Your whole team doesn't have a quarterback this week. Wait a minute. I get, what about Noah Fant? Nah, don't worry about it. So we dealt with that during the fantasy year. And then we got through that, and then a lot of people passed this year. Wasn't great on that aspect, but I'm sure we'll all see them again. And then it leads us to this. So that's my year in review. Talk me in year in review. There you go. Did that in 3 minutes. Everything you need to know about the year. Total shit. Now, like I said last week, you go through receipts. It was shit. Now you go through, okay, what are we going to do this year? And that's a conversation you have, with yourself and the people around you that you're making an influence with. So, you know what's going on now. You didn't know at the beginning of last year. Now you know what's going on. Now you got to kind of redirect what you thought you wanted to do to what you can do now. And yeah, it's an interesting challenge, but I think people have their heads on straight and people can see clearly after you saw what happened this year, understand a little better how to navigate this. So, like I said, I'm really sorry about the people, who didn't make it through this and who lost things during this. But there's a lot of people out there that are willing to help you. Like I try and go and help my small businesses around here, and as much as I don't like eating out, I try and eat in as much as I can. I set up at least one, and I'm not talking about Popeyes. Well, I do like their chicken sandwich. I'm talking about small businesses. Those businesses, McDonald's, Popeye, they don't need your business. The small businesses need your business. They're fine. The franchise owners probably aren't doing great, but they just have to. I think they're gonna. I don't feel like getting into this, but I'm wondering with all that empty space, what they're gonna do. Are they just gonna start putting making instead of like they do in KFC and Taco Bell, you can go and get either one. I wonder if they're going to make those buildings, because you have all that empty space now where people used to come in and sit. Now you can't sit. I wonder if they're going to break that up into, okay, now these are 5-in-1s. You can go get, I don't know about IHOP, but Burger King, Taco Bell, KFC, McDonald's, and Long John Silver, all in the same spot. It's just going to be grills and fryers with shit in them. I don't know, maybe, but we'll see about that. I'm not going to get into the prognostication of the future. I only do that in fantasy football. And if you took my advice, you did all right. So, Happy New Year. I really hope everybody has a better one than this year. But you have to work at it. As you saw this year, one thing is clear, ain't nobody getting anything for free. As a matter of fact, they're coming for you. If you want to do something yourself, they're coming for you, which sucks. So, work it out on your own is my advice. Try and figure it out on your own, or get a small group of people together to try and work things, like-minded people to work things out together, because this sucks. Moving forward, you got to figure it out. Anyway, Happy New Year. I hope this year's better. I'm done with all that shit. We're 13 minutes in. All right. So, at the 13-minute mark, it's time for mybookie.ag. We've got sports back pretty much every day now. And if you want to support the 12-ounce sports team, there's an easy way to get into the action. 12-ounce sports is going to hook you up with a crazy deal when you sign up and make your first deposit on mybookie.ag, like I mentioned. When you make that first deposit on mybookie.ag, they'll match your first deposit up to $1,000 when you punch in the promo code 12-ounce sports. That's 12OZ sports, all caps, no spaces, when signing up on mybookie.ag to get your deposit matched up to $1,000. Remember, always gamble responsibly. You roll them bones. You can't roll them bones, though. Don't play. I've seen this before. I saw this a long time ago. I wonder if they still do it, because I don't even check these out. But can you play craps online? There's no way in hell I would let a computer roll the dice. No. I ain't doing that. Virtual craps. Oh, you're 7 down. Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. I don't know about that one. So, mybookie.ag. $1,000. Get your deposit matched up to $1,000 at mybookie.ag with the promo code 12OZ Sports, all caps, no spaces. That's 12-ounce sports. So, the league review. Let's do this real quick. So the league reviews. At the beginning of the season, you were given a code. I hope you still have it. That's from The Simpsons. When they were doing the yearbooks. At the beginning of the year, you were given a little thing. I hope everybody still has it. Like, what? Give it a book. They were getting their yearbooks or something. That show was funny. So at the beginning of the year, I had a draft board. I put the draft board up. I told you who I liked, who I didn't like. Actually, no, I told you who I liked. It was broken down into who I liked, who I was targeting, regular guys, second-year guys, guys coming off injury, I think. I had a whole breakdown of it. I don't have it with me right now. You can't see it, and I haven't found the document yet, but I'll find it. So we had that, and I did my draft through that. Most of the guys that I liked, I went out and got, and it worked out. In 3 out of 4 leagues, I finished in 3rd place. I was in week 15, looking to go. Lost all week 15 because a lot of teams looked the same, and they kind of took like a little step down. And everybody against me put up 180 points, and that was the end of it. But we came back in week 16 in the 3rd place games and won all of them to finish in 3rd place throughout the league. Mostly thank you to Tom Brady and Mike Evans. Like I said, I really liked them. Mike Evans didn't show up like I thought he was. He played okay during the season. A lot of touchdowns. That really helped. If it wasn't for the touchdowns, he would have been a bust. But Mike Evans was a guy I liked. He turned out meh. I think the final... let me look at the final tally. I'm going to use Yahoo Sports. And he was one of the guys that I took in all my leagues. There was a couple guys. I'm going to go through them real quick. But first was Mike Evans. And I want to go over where he finished up. I believe this is... oh, wait, no. Okay, they have through week 15, which is not accurate. But... yeah, because he did really well the last couple of weeks. So Mike Evans finished in the top 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 12. But he had 2 big weeks the last couple of weeks, so he was probably in like the high teens, maybe low 20s, which isn't terrible, but it's not great. Not when you draft him in. I mean, I took him in the 3rd round. He was probably between the 9th and 11th wide receiver taken. He did well on his touchdowns. He's got 960 yards, 13 touchdowns. I think 2 of them came in the last week, and he didn't have any the week before. So he had 11 touchdowns during the fantasy year. With about, I'm going to say something like 50-something catches. That's not great. And he did, there was games where, the first game of the season, I think he caught 1 pass. So that, he did, if you have to grade that, I don't know what I'd grade. I'd probably grade him out as a C+, maybe. A C+ pick. Not great. The touchdowns helped. If it wasn't for the touchdowns, he would be a D. So Mike Evans was on all my teams, and I'll give him a C+. That's about it. Who else did I have? Another guy that I was targeting. I can't even find him on this list. Let's see if I can see where he is. Okay, so let's see. It doesn't even say. It doesn't even say. Now let's go to... I just want to see what number he is. Hold on. So we're doing it by points. Nope, he ain't in the top 25. We didn't know that. Oh, there he is. Number 48, he ended up. He's got 729 yards, 3 touchdowns. 48, is that targets? Oh, God, that's ugly. That's targets. 48 catches out of 92 targets going into this. So I picked him pretty late. He was like a 10th, 11th round pick. I started him game 1 because Mike Evans was banged up, and he had 106 yards, 2 touchdowns. That was it. That was the whole year right there in game 1. So he was the guy I had on my teams. Didn't work out. He played well that first week, and that's where he got 66% of his touchdowns that 1 week, and that's it. So that was not a great pick. It worked out for that 1 week. I started him a couple other weeks and didn't work that great. So that's how that happened. Anybody else that I had? I had Raheem Mostert in 3 out of 4 leagues. When he played well at the beginning of the year. He was part of him and Russell Wilson blowing it up. They helped me start out the season well, so I got to give him props for that. But after that, once he got hurt, he just kept getting hurt, and it was just hard to manage that second running back spot when you have a guy who's always hurt. So I'll give him a C- because when he did play, he played well, but towards the end of the season when I needed him, he didn't play well. Russell Wilson, I'll give him a B. He played very well at the beginning of the season, got me out to a big lead, but then he just kind of trended downward. And not that I want 5 touchdowns every week, which, I would like it, but I don't expect it. But he really kind of started looking like he forgot how to play football. So he was another one. Tom Brady was another quarterback that I targeted. He did well. He had a couple real clunkers in there. But for the most part, he did well. Definitely during the playoffs, he did well. And that's about it for guys that I had in my leagues that were there in all. Oh, Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb was in 3 of my leagues. He did okay for when he played and when he came back, he did well. So I'll give him a B plus. But those 6 games if he just would have played every game, he would have gotten an A. I'll give him a B+. Cooper Kupp did his job. Got him in like the 4th, 5th round. He's another guy. I think I had him in 3 leagues. Did his job for the most part. Won a couple games for me. Played well when I needed him to play well. Played crappy once in a while. But for the most part, he did okay. That guy's okay. So we had him. He did okay. We'll give him a C+. Tom Brady, we had him in 3 leagues. He was a backup in 2. Started him in the playoffs and 1. I'll give him being 43 and coming to a new team. He had some really good games in there. I'll give him a B+ for the season, especially where you picked him. B+, A- where you picked him. He was a top 10 quarterback, and I got him in like 7th round, I think. So, off the top of my head, and going through Tevin Coleman, I had to back up Raheem Mostert in a lot of leagues. That didn't work out, and that's about it. Oh, my strategy was DK Metcalf. My strategy was I'm in 3 leagues with tight ends. The other league doesn't have a tight end. My strategy was to take the best tight end out there. Now, at the beginning of the year, you had to make your choice. Is it Kelsey or is it Kittle? I went with Kelsey because of the offense, limited injury history. They're fine. I don't see very few red flags there, as opposed to Kittle, who's been a little hurt here and there. And I don't know how much I trust the quarterback situation over there as opposed to Mahomes. So I went with Kelsey and picked him in the 2nd round of every league because I figured that was where you're going to get him majority of the time. And I got him in all 3 leagues. That was an A pick because he ran away with the tight end position, and that was the end of that. And we'll go with that later. But that was an A pick. That was big on my team. And those are the guys that I took in every league for the most part, or at least 3 of my leagues. And those are my grades on them. We'll go into this a little more as the weeks go on, but that is basically the league review, all my leagues in review. And in the... Where is it? Where is that? In the 12-ounce sports league, we've finished in 3rd place, like I mentioned. We would like to congratulate. I want to give you the right score and everything. Hold on, where is it? Greg from the Ginger Jesus Squad and the Sports Stance, the reigning champion, the inaugural league, 12-ounce sports league champion, finishing in 1st place with his Ginger Jesus Squad. What a come to Jesus moment he had. Oh, Greg won 206.78 to 113 for the Vegas Squares. Vegas Squares did not. They get their money back for the league. I was the points leader. I got that. I won the points by like 13 points. So I get my money back to the league. Not that we put in any money, but it's a whole thing. Thank you, Jeff. I'm going to say that. And Greg gets the remainder, which is $160. So good job, Greg. Hope to see you back again with your Ginger Jesus Squad. You got to come back with the reigning champ. And Vegas Squares, good runner-up spot. And I'll take the points money, and you can just funnel that right over to Vegas Squares, whatever kind of T-shirt he wants, because Adam Gase did not get fired. We made a little side bet on that. I was convinced that guy was going to. He said, "They haven't fired him by now. They can fire him." I'm like, they're fine. That mofo. I guess it did. So give him a shirt, please, Jeff, because he's kind of running the money part of this. And send Greg his money, and Vegas Squares gets $20 and a pick of any shirt he likes. So that's what happened in the 12-ounce sports league. I hope to see you guys again next year. There may be some changes here. Who knows if you want to come back, or if some of the people want to come back or not. We'll see. We'll find out. But that was it. That's it. Your league reviews. So, another thing, let me tell you about Zingo TV. You got to check out Zingo TV. If you haven't done it by now, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's free. Like I said, every week, it's free. Use the promo code 12ounce. That's 12OZ. It really helps out when you do that. We kind of have a thing with them. You know, they're trying to, we're building up, they're building up. We're going to build up together. But you got to use the promo code 12ounce, so 12OZ, because then they can figure out how we're helping them out. And they're good guys. And it's free. It's free TV on your computer. 12-ounce sports is channel 761. Plus, they have all their actual sports channels with music channels and a bunch of other stuff. You have to go check it out, see what you like. But that's the deal. ZingoTV.com. Go check it out. It's free. Like I said, every week. It's free. It's free. It's free. It's free. It's still free. Wait, did they start charging it? No, it's free. It's always free. Please sign up and use the promo code 12ounce. That's 12OZ when you go to ZingoTV.com and see how free it is. The only thing it costs is the muscles, the small caloric take, the calories you have to spend. I think it's like 6 to type in 12OZ. Yeah, that's the cost, and the muscle strength in your fingers, and then you have it. If that's too much, that's too steep for you. Yo, you should go to hospice or something. Because you got way more problems than looking for free TV on the internet. But Zingo TV, it's free. ZingoTV.com, check them out. And you can always catch the replay of this show every Saturday at 11 a.m. It's a good time. Good times. Let's see the NFL preview. Get to it as quickly as possible. So, we've got week 17. We're going to go with the preview real quick, and then we're going to go into the playoffs. Playoffs looks like, and then we are going to do Love is Nice. But first, Falcons and Bucks. I think the Bucks win this. I don't think I've said the Bucks are going to lose once this year. They're probably going to end up 11-5, but I'll take the Bucks in this game. I don't know anything about. See, I'm not paying attention to who's got the Mexican beer plague and all that stuff. I know a bunch of guys Cooper Kupp got and all this nonsense. So I'm not paying attention to who's hurt and who's not because the fantasy football season's over. If you're still playing fantasy football, I'm not big on those Week 17 leagues. Just gotta say. So I'm just giving you straight, who I like in these games. I like the Bucks against the Falcons. I think they're coming in. They're gonna win 11 games. Cowboys and Giants. This is a meh game. I mean, do the Cowboys still have a chance? I guess they do. They still have a chance. But they need help. We'll get into that when we look at the playoff positioning scenarios. But I like the Cowboys in this game. They just have more talent. The Giants are they're dead in the water. Jets Patriots. I can't go to the Jets with a 3-game winning streak, so we'll go to the Patriots there, and then bye Cam Newton, and hello whoever they bring in next year. Maybe Jimmy G comes back. Vikings at Lions. I don't know. I guess both of these teams are going in the wrong direction. Lions are going to need a new coach next year. Are they going to play? They're at home. They're going to try and win this last one for. I don't know if they got any Gippers over there, but whoever. I don't know. Vikings have more talent, so I'll go with the Vikings. This is a good game. I don't know how it's going to work, how it's going to shape out, but seems like a good game. Steelers at Browns. I like the Browns because I think they have they're a talented team. I mean, they've always been talented. It's not like once they picked up Myles Garrett a few years ago in the draft, the talent level was going up ever since then. With that trade for that guy, who was that guy who went to? The guy. He looks like a goofball. He was the quarterback in Denver. He won a couple games for him when Peyton Manning was out. And then Peyton Manning comes. Brock Osweiler. They had Brock Osweiler. They made some money off of that. I think they got a draft pick out of that. And, they've been building their talent level since that time frame. And now, they've got talent now. They really do. So I'll take them at home. This is their playoff game. The playoffs start now for these guys. So I think they're going to approach it like that, even though they're playing the Steelers. But the Steelers were 11-0, and now they're 12-3. So the Steelers are kind of falling a little bit. I mean, they came back last week and beat Indy. Can they do it again? Is another good team? We'll see. I don't think so. I'm gonna go with the Browns on this one. Next, we got Ravens at Bengals. We'll take the Ravens. They're not going to lose to the Bengals to clinch a playoff spot. If they do, that's crazy. Dolphins Bills, tough game. I like it. I think this is the matchup to watch in the future in the AFC East. The Dolphins and the Bills, both young teams, both young quarterbacks. I like Sean McDermott, and I like Flores with the Dolphins. I think he may be able to be a good coach and sustain it, not like Mangenius or who is it? Some of those other guys that came out of Bill Belichick. Oh, look, he's great. Oh, no, he stinks. Okay. Oh, now he's back with Bill Belichick. Yeah, that happens. I think Flores might buck that trend. I liked what he's building over there. I said at the beginning of the year, I liked it, and I still like it. So this is going to be a good game. I don't know if the Bills are sitting anybody because they can't move. So that is something if you're going to bet the game, I'd look into that. But we'll see what happens. I'll take the Bills because I don't know if they're sitting anybody. So I'll take the Bills. Screw it. Seahawks 49ers, but you got to like the Seahawks in this game. The 49ers are just falling apart. Even though it's a division game, it's going to be 3. I still like the Seahawks. I think the 49ers, their defense is just, they're falling apart. And then once that guy leaves, the defense coordinator leaves, hopefully they can have some continuity there, bring up one of his assistants and keep going the same way. But if they bring in someone new, I'm going to do it my way. That 49ers defense could fall apart, even though they got a lot of good pieces there. But we'll see. We'll see what happens when some of the injured guys come back next year. But in this game, I think Seattle remembers what happened last year in Week 17 and is looking for a little measure of revenge. I'll take the Seahawks in this game. Next game, the Cardinals and Rams. I think they're both looking for playoff spots, but we'll check that in the next segment when I have the playoff picture opened up. If so, we got to get. Well, the Rams are missing Cooper Kupp. I do know that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll take the Rams. They're at home. Next, Jaguars, Colts. Got to take the Colts. Got to take the Colts in that game. Jaguars 1-0 versus the Colts this season. 0-14 versus all the rest. Okay, I think they're 1-1. Titans at Texans. Boy, the Texans are in a bad spot. They traded away their first-round pick to Miami, and they're going to win 4 games, and they're probably going to lose this game at home. Titans are probably pissed out of losing since they lost that game last week and got just emulsified by Green Bay. But Green Bay, if it's going to be like that in Green Bay, there's no New England. I don't know any other really, really cold place to play in the playoffs since everything's domed up. But Green Bay still got that home field going on when we get to the playoffs. But so far right now, I like the Titans. Next game, Raiders at Broncos. I really like the Raiders this year. When they beat Kansas City, I thought, hey, maybe these guys, got it together. Maybe a year or two early. They're ready to roll. Nah. They took a shit, and now they're 7-8, looking to end up 500 if they're lucky. Who knows what happens here? I'll take the Broncos at home. So we'll see. Won 5 straight Week 17 games versus the Raiders. Okay. Just in case. Chargers at Chiefs. The Chargers got a quarterback now. It looks like this kid, is he can sling the rock. Can he win games? We'll see. But so far, they went 6-9. They probably can go 6-10. The Chiefs, I'm not sure if they're playing anybody. If they're playing everybody in this game, since I think they've clinched everything, so they don't need to play everybody. But they might play for a half or something like that. We'll see. But I like the Chiefs if they're playing a half, a quarter, or not at all. Because, I don't know, I just don't see the Chargers doing it. Especially with, if Keenan Allen's still out now. They got Austin Eckler back, but I don't think, it's their defense. Their defense is supposed to be good, but it's not. And that's a problem. You've got these guys that are all real good. Derwin James, Joey Bosa, Ingram on the other side, but they stink. So I don't know what's going on there. I'll take the Chiefs. Packers at Bears. Taking the Packers because they still have to win, and they love beating up on the Bears. So we'll take the Packers in this game. Saints at Panthers. Saints, another team has to win, so we're going to take the Saints against the Panthers. I kind of like the Panthers going forward. They've got some players. They have to get that defense shored up. Losing Luke Kuechly really showed. So that's all for next year. We'll see what happens next year. But as of right now, I like the Panthers Week 17. And last but not least, of course, since we're hanging out in Eagles country, Washington at the Eagles. Got to go to Washington. They have something to play for. The Eagles don't. They're starting a rookie. Even though the rookie's put up some points, he's looked okay at times. Beat the Saints. I do not like the Eagles in this game, especially going up against the Washington team with a pretty good defense. And that defense is going to do nothing but get better, especially with Ron Rivera there. One thing Ron Rivera can do is put together a decent defense. He did it already, and he did it and sustained it for... it wasn't very often that Carolina under Ron Rivera had a crappy defense. Also, like I said, they had Luke Kuechly there as well. But Thomas Davis was there. Josh Norman was there. Ron Rivera was there. not when they drafted Julius Peppers, but I think he was there when he played. So they had that going on. They had a decent defense. I mean, you can see them building that up here. So I think they're going to, on the wings of their defense, see, I'm trying to do a thing, and I screwed it up. Wah, wah. Like that. It's always sunny. When the birds are war. Yeah, that's what they're going to be. So, I like Washington in that game. And that's it. No Monday nighters this week. Just Sunday night, 8:20. You get the last regular season game. It's the stupid Eagles. With their 4-10-1 tie in there. Lame. So that's the NFL preview. Next week we're going to get back into picking a few games here and there. I got the book with me. We're gonna do that. We'll get back into that next week. But as of right now, what I'm going to get into right now is an inside look at recreational sports betting. You want to get an inside look on that? Want to get an inside look at recreational sports betting? I think you do. Well, then check out the Vegas Squares podcast brought to you by 12 Ounce Sports. Catch them every Saturday night at 12 p.m. Eastern on Zingo TV, channel 761. And again on Wednesday nights for their new golf betting show. Well, it's not new now, but it was when this came out. Check out their website as well, lvsquares.com. That's Vegas Squares exclusively on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV. Check out James and the Agent as well. That's Wednesdays from 8 to 9:30. So, Vegas Squares and James and the Agent. It's all good stuff here on 12 Ounce Sports. Gotta love 12 Ounce Sports. So let's look at the playoff picture real quick. So who's clinched? We're going to do the AFC first real quick. Who clinched? The Bills, the Chiefs, and the Steelers. They're all in. Baltimore is still looking to get in. They got to play Cincinnati. They're probably going to win that game. Baltimore, they win, and they're in, basically. You win, you're in. So, that's it for them. Cleveland wins and they're in, or Indy loses and they're in. The Colts, those are the three teams. I think that, they're all 10-5. So those are the three at the top. So if they win, and if Indy wins and Tennessee loses or ties, they're in. And Indy ties and Tennessee loses, which is stupid. And Indianapolis clinches a playoff win with an Indy win and a Baltimore loss. Oh, this is ridiculous. I really hate doing this. I thought Indy's looking to get in. Indy needs some help. If they win, they're in. Miami, another 10-5 team. There are four. Where is it? Baltimore, Cleveland, Indianapolis, Miami, Tennessee, and Tennessee. 5 teams with 10 wins on the AFC side. 5 teams. 5 teams with 10 wins on the AFC side looking for 4 spots. So somebody's going to be out. Now, who's going to be out? Well, let's look at the matchups. Baltimore's at Cincinnati. I don't think so. Cleveland, Pittsburgh coming to town. They don't have anything to play for. I don't know who they're going to play. I don't know if they're going to start everybody. I don't know what's going to happen here with Pittsburgh. But Cleveland's got their back against the wall. They got to win. They got to win or hope or get help from Indianapolis. And it's ridiculous if you go down. There's 8 scenarios where they can get in. The Colts, another 10-win team. But now, when you look at the Colts, you're looking at Tennessee too, because one of them has to win the division. So they're looking for Indy to clinch the division with a win or a Tennessee loss or tie. But they can also get in if they win or any of those other guys lose, Baltimore, Cleveland, and Miami. So they have to win and one of these guys has to lose or tie, which is tough. It's a tough road for Indy, but they are going against Jacksonville. So you got the easy matchup. I say so far Cleveland looks like they're in the toughest spot, but we'll see. Oh wait, no, Miami's playing. Yeah, Miami's at Buffalo. So I think Miami might be SOL because you're on the road. You're at Buffalo. They're in your division. They don't want to give you any. They don't want to see you again. We don't want to see you again. We're good. We're good. So I think, at Buffalo, it's going to be tough. Miami, all the sunny. Okay, you got to fly to Buffalo and play. You come out. I don't want to play in this shit. And it's going to be tough playing in the elements now. Not that you're not playing in the elements down there, all nice and sunny. Big tan boobs everywhere. You come up here, it's just people bundled up, giving you the finger. Like, hey, wait a minute. These guys got a home field advantage. This is another team with a home field advantage. Watch out. I think Miami's going to be the ass out of this one because I think Buffalo's going to say, we don't want to see these guys again. Let's knock them out and see you later. And 10 wins for Miami? Not bad. And you got like a top 5 pick with Houston because they're probably going to lose that game. They're playing who are they playing? They're playing somebody. They're playing somebody decent, I think. So it's probably going to be Cleveland. Could be. Cleveland clips the playoff if they win. If they don't win, Indianapolis has to lose. Or Tennessee has to lose and Miami has to win. See, it gets so weird. I hate looking at these things. With all the tie breaks and all that crap. But I think I'm going to go with Miami being on the outs and the other 4 making it. And that's my prediction for this weekend. On the NFC side, the bye's still open. We'll see what happens with that. Green Bay's looking to lock it up. The Saints are looking to get in there. I'm not sure if Seattle can get in there. And Tampa Bay's already in. So Arizona's looking to get in. Arizona gets in with a win. A win, you're in. Chicago, and the Arizona's at the Rams, who are 9-6. Chicago versus Green Bay. I don't know about that. That's another kind of you're in our division. We don't want to see you anymore, so we're gonna knock you out right here. Could be that Chicago wins and they're in, or Arizona loses. Cowboys can win the NFC East. They can still win the NFC East with a Dallas win and a Washington loss or tie, or Dallas tie and a Washington loss. That's ridiculous. Green Bay clinches first round bye with a win or Seattle loss or tie. The Rams clinch the playoff berth with a win or a Chicago loss or tie. New Orleans clinch the first round bye with a win and a Green Bay loss and a Seattle win, which is weird. New York Giants clinch the NFC East with a win and a Washington loss. Are you kidding me? The Giants are still involved in this? I haven't been paying that much attention. I've had other things going on besides what I told you about, starting a new job and all that crap. But they're still alive. I thought they were out. They're still alive. Seattle can get a first-round bye with a win, a Green Bay loss, and a New Orleans loss. I think they'll know about that at 1 o'clock. Green Bay plays at 4:25. And this is actually kind of interesting now that I know. We'll know about New Orleans at 1 o'clock. And Washington wins. If they win, they're in. And Seattle can still get a first-round bye. How about that? With that defense, they can still get a first-round bye. Unbelievable. So So that's basically the setup. It's pretty wonky, but I didn't know the Giants were still in it. I thought they were out. They're still in, but is Dallas still in it? I guess Dallas is still in it. Dallas can win with a Washington loss. Everybody but the Eagles. Everybody but the Eagles. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. So that's the way it shakes out on the who's not going to make it on this side. I'm going to go with, there's a lot of teams here. I'm going to go with Dallas making it, which is gross, but fine. And the Rams. And is that enough? There's 4 teams that are already in. You need 3 more. Give me Dallas to win a division. That's 5. We'll go with the Rams to beat Arizona, which will knock them out as well. And I'll go with the Bears. The Bears, because if the Rams win, which I think they will, they knock out Arizona. But the Bears have the tiebreaker over Arizona, is what it looks like here with Arizona, with them making a playoff appearance with a loss. So we'll go with that. It's freaking confusing. And then add that extra seed in there too. Whatever. So that's the playoff preview. Could you follow that? If you can, you've just earned a doctorate. So, like I say every week around this time, BiscottiGourmet.com. BiscottiGourmet.com offers a new take on an old Italian tradition, a soft-baked mini biscotti and many delightful flavors. Lemon's my favorite. Go to BiscottiGourmet.com and use the promo code TALKMAN for 20% off your order. It's a different promo code for this because it's not 12 Ounce Sports. It's TALKMAN for this. So TALKMAN for 20% off your order. Any flavor is a wonderful compliment with your coffee in the morning or as a guilty pleasure treat. So go check it out. BiscottiGourmet.com. 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 So this is a segment of the show I like to call Love is Nice. And it's sponsored by BiscottiGourmet.com. That's why I start out with that. This is the part of the show where I talk about the counter programming of the NFL, especially during the fantasy football season. But this is week 17. Most of the fantasy football leagues are done. So now we're just, it's just regular football. So now she can really tell you, you don't need to watch this. You don't need to watch that football. Guys throwing footballs around and hitting each other, being all violent. You don't need that. It's too masculine. Watch this. Get in touch with your feminine side. Really? Right here. It's part of the chakra. Yes. That's what we need to do as a couple. If you hear that, run. Run! Get out of here. Get out of there, Dutch. You hear your girlfriend or wife or any female say that to you, we're going to watch Hallmark Channel at 1 o'clock. Here's what you're in for. This is the when football starts at 1 o'clock to when football ends, this is what you're going to be watching. You ready? You ready? I'm going to describe it a little bit for you. At 1 o'clock, and I've done these already. There's only like 8 movies. Love on the Sidelines. Look, you want football? We'll do football in love. We'll do football with heart. Love on the Sidelines. And I kind of looked these already. Most of these chicks are just chicks from other shows that, okay, we don't want you around anymore, so get lost. What am I going to do now? I'm going to make Hallmark movies. This is the girl from Walking Dead. She got eaten at the hospital in season whatever. That goofy hospital run by the cops in Atlanta, I think it was. The sister of the hot girl. She was a younger, hot blonde girl. She's in this. Love on the Sidelines. A romantic comedy about a down-on-her-luck young woman, she's down on her luck, who falls into a job, just falls into it, as a personal assistant to a star quarterback. He's never had a female assistant before, and she knows nothing about football. But they're going to make it work. You watch. Love on the Sidelines at 1 o'clock. Going to make you barf. And then at 3 o'clock, if you haven't had enough yet, Winter Castle. You got to see the screenshot. It's this girl who's kind of hot, and this dude like, what am I doing here? Smile. Okay, I'll smile. There's like candles, and everything's made of ice, and it just looks gross. When Jenny attends a wedding at the Magical Ice Hotel, there's really a hotel made out of ice. What do they do in the summer? Turns into the ice. It's the summer pool, and it's the winter hotel. When she's surprised when she connects with the best man, Craig, see you in the closet, man, and his daughter. Will the romance of the hotel bring them together? I hope so, or at least, 5 minutes in a broom closet. That'll work too. This looks gross. At 5 o'clock, you're going to get a girl sitting on a couch with a guy reading a book, and there's a dog sitting there like, they just got me out of an ASPCA. I was the dog twitching in the ASPCA. Now they put me over here, and I got to sit next to this chick and this dorky guy. When author Cassie's first novel isn't selling because it stinks, she's paired on a book tour with author Elliot to boost Cassie's sales. Well, along the way, a romance starts to bloom. She stars Jen Lilly, Kevin McGarry, and Margaret Humes. And this dog was like, get me out of here. Just get me the hell out of here. So she writes a crappy book. She tries to leech off the guy's good book, and then hopefully she can blow him on the way, and he'll keep her around for a little while on the tour, so maybe her book sales will go up. And then she can say, I've been published. Gross. That was 5 o'clock. 7 o'clock, Taking a Shot at Love. And it's got 2 hockey sticks. And, oh my God, this is that stupid movie. It's 2 hockey sticks, a guy and a girl looking at you like, hey, the guy looks like Julian Edelman. Yeah, it looks like one of those white guys who plays football that I probably drafted at one point. And there's slippers in the middle. I don't know what they're doing here. But they're doing that movie where the ice skater guy goes into skating with the little girl, the little mousy looking girl. And whatever that movie was called, I forget. Somebody tell me. Jenna, a former professional dancer, uses ballet to help a hockey player get back on the ice. Stars Alexa Pan-Vega and Luke McFarlane. I don't know. She looks all right, I guess. At 9 o'clock, that's 7 o'clock. 9 o'clock, you're going to get, and this is Sunday, mind you. This is Sunday. At 9 o'clock, you're going to get Love and Sunshine. Oh, wait, no. At 7, wait a minute. Whoops. At 9 o'clock, you can get Love in Winterland. We did this already. Love in Winterland. No, Love in Stupid Land. Allie, a final contestant on a dating show, must face her high school. So when she's chosen for a hometown date. Stars Natalia Ricci, Chad Michael Murray. He's really getting a lot of work, this Chad Michael Murray. He used to actually make real movies. That is like a Hallmark. And it looks so ridiculous, too. It's just lights everywhere. And they're hand in hand. And everything has a candle in it. What's going on here? Final contestant on a dating show. Just, you look like that. She looks like a regular, 30-something woman. They made her look good. You really need to go on a dating show. Just go to a bar. Have a couple of drinks. You're there at last call. You're good to go. But nobody listens to me. And the rest is the Golden Girls to finish out your night on week 17. Thank you very much for being here tonight. And next week we'll get into some more good stuff. Happy New Year. I hope it's better than this one. But we'll get into some more stuff about the fantasy review next week. Good luck.